Good morning, students. Let's start our chapter number 3 of physics, students. Topic is kinds of friction. Students, there are three kinds of friction: static friction, sliding friction, and third is rolling friction. So, static friction. Student, suppose we want to slide an object on a surface. Okay, we apply a force as a push. If the force applied is less, the object does not move due to force of friction. When we then gradually increase the force applied on the object, the force of friction on the object, students, also increases and the body does not move. If the applied force is increased further, a stage will be reached when the force of the friction becomes such that the net force on the object is zero and the object remains stationary, but it is just about to slide over the surface. At this stage, students, the force of friction acting on the object, that is called static friction. Now, if the applied force is slightly increased, the object will begin to slide or roll on the surface. Thus, the maximum opposing force between the object and the surface in contact with it, so long as the object remains stationary even on applying the external force, is called what? Static friction. Thus, the static friction is self-adjusting. Okay, now students, we will see the sliding friction. When the body begins to slide on a surface, student, the force exerted by the surface on the object is called sliding friction, and it is equal to the force required to keep the object in motion over the surface. And underline this, students, the sliding friction is less than the static friction. Now the rolling friction. Students, when an object rolls on over the surface, the force which opposes the rolling motion of the object is called rolling friction, and it is less than the sliding friction on the body of same mass. This is why to move the heavy objects on the ground, students, rollers are used. Okay, in machine generally the sliding motion of its parts is changed to the rolling motion by the use of ball bearings. For example, ball bearings are used between the hubs and the axles of a ceiling fan and a bicycle. The vehicles like car, truck, scooter, bicycles and luggage trolleys, etc., they are provided with what? Wheels. Okay, students, now let's see about the disadvantages of friction. Students, first of all, the disadvantage of friction is that friction opposes the motion of a body, so it decreases the efficiency. Okay, second, friction causes students wear and tear in the moving parts, and third, it produces heat. So now students, in this next topic we will study about the ways of reducing this friction. Sometimes, students, it is necessary to reduce the friction, and this friction can be reduced by four ways. What is first? By making the surface smooth. Okay, students, the surface are made smooth by polishing them. Okay, this is also achieved by rubbing the surfaces with sandpaper and emery powder. Roads are cemented to make them smooth to reduce the friction. By use of lubricants, friction in the machine is reduced by lubricants. Oil or grease is applied between the moving parts of the machine, students. This fills what? The fine pores or depressions in the surface, and thus it reduces the friction. Sometimes we use solid lubricants in the form of powders. We spread fine powder on carom board, right? You are using nowadays. You are sprinkling powder on that. Why? To reduce the friction between the coins and the carom board. Now students, by the use of ball bearings, rolling friction is much less than the sliding friction. That is why in place of wheels and axles, we use ball bearings to reduce the friction. Next is by streamlining. Students, like solid, the liquids and gases also offer friction to the bodies moving through them. Gases offers less friction than the solid liquids, while liquids offer less friction than the solids. The motion of a boat is slowed down by the water. The motion of an aeroplane is slowed down by air. The friction experienced by a body moving in a liquid or a gas can be reduced by giving some special shape to them. And what shape they are given? They are given some pointed ends. And that process of giving the shape with the pointed ends, that is called streamlining. If two arrows, here I will show you in this diagram, if two arrows are there, one is having the pointed or sharp tip and the other is having the flat or blunt tip, and they are thrown into the air, what will happen? We will find that the arrow with the sharp tip covers a large distance in air than the arrow with a blunt tip, right? What is the reason behind that? The reason is that the sharp arrow experience what? Less friction in air than the blunt arrow. So students, likewise, while driving, diving, a swimmer lets his hand enter the water first, followed by his head and the body, so as to reduce the friction between him and the water. Shape of the boat, car, aeroplane, train, etc. is designed to be streamlined. In nature, the shape of the fish and birds is streamlined so that they can move easily in water or in air. Okay, like this. This is the shape of streamline, pointed ends. Now students, what are the advantages of friction? Not only disadvantages of friction are there, advantages are also there. Students, it is often thought that friction is a nuisance and that it should be reduced to a minimum. However, a frictionless world would not at all be convenient, students. Okay, so there are some examples given below. Let's see these examples. First of all, in the absence of friction, students, we would not be able to move on the road. It is the reaction of the force of friction which makes us move ahead. When the road becomes wet, students, after rain, friction is reduced and hence the road becomes slippery and we may slip on that road. We slip on the icy roads or polished smooth surfaces, right? The wheels of the vehicles would fail to rotate without moving ahead if there is no friction between the wheel and the ground. Friction helps in supporting the ladder inclined to a wall. Okay, without friction, students, object would slide off a table unless it is perfectly horizontal. It would be difficult to sit on a chair also, students, without friction, and to brush our teeth also by the toothbrush. Brakes in a vehicle work because of the friction, students, between the brake lining and the drum of the wheel. Friction is necessary, students, to burn a matchstick also. And it is due to friction only that we are writing on a board by a chalk. So students, what are the ways of increasing friction? We have seen, students, that friction is necessary, right? So how can we increase the friction? There are three ways, students. First of all, by making the surfaces rough. By making the surfaces rough. Students, rough surfaces have a better grip on each other. So sometimes sand is sprinkled on surfaces to make them rough. Okay. Next, by using dry surfaces. Student, dry surfaces have more friction while the wet surface have less friction. So surfaces are made dried. Next, by increasing the weight, students. Students, by increasing the weight of the moving body, friction increases, which develops a better grip between the body and the surface on which the body moves. So students, read your chapter carefully and try to understand this and do your work, which I will give you in Lofty in your copies if they are available to you. So keep safe, stay at home. Thank you.